relationship between race and class is about black or white, poor versus rich. It must include talks about the fair. Unfortunately, the black race, most African Americans find themselves trapped in the poor, in the class of the poor. Black communities were never really like in this before in America. Before, black professionals and professions, for the most part, all lived in the same communities. After the success of the civil rights movement in the 60s, black folks with great jobs moved out of communities and left poor behind. This event helped promote slums and poverty staying in black communities. Believe me, I'm not suggesting that racism has been excluded or the white privilege is not a factor that has helped with the inner city become so poor. I grew up in an inner city that is one of the most poorest in New Jersey. I mean, family males, females income are the bottom 1% of this state. The school district has been outperformed by just about every educational system in New Jersey. I do not want to leave the crime. I do not want to leave out crime because 2 years ago, Agriculture was number 4 in the state, and I am sure it remains the same as of today. Also, there are no black lawyers, doctors, teachers, or other black professionals working or living in the hometown. So I do understand. I have experience, and I do reflect upon the divided of money created in the black community across America. As a result of racism, black folks with good paying jobs leave the urban America to live up on the hill. I do believe that race and class go hand in hand, and they both do go together. It's really difficult to discuss poverty in an urban American without talking about race and money leaving cities because they they have lead to breakdowns of cities being so poor. And relations between race and class cannot be really defined by watching Spike Lee's movie Do the Right Things or Bill Cosby Show. I must add, Bill Cosby showed America, the African Americans can become doctors, lawyers, and gain money as a result. He also gave examples of how successful African Americans can become and get out of cities. And Spike Lee showed how racism is deeply rooted in white America, regardless if white people own a pizza shop in all black neighborhood. Today's climate today's climate looks like America's moving backwards, which defines the relationship between race and class. Despite of all the progress made after the civil rights movement, the relationship between race and class can be seen by looking at the alarming rate of unarmed black men being killed or murdered by white police officers today. In fact, there were two police shootings made known to the public this week that took place in Chicago. It was obviously that the white American is scared of black men, that white American is still reacting for fear and prejudgment that they have held for black since slavery days. It's not getting better. It is actually getting worse. Until white Americans figure out about their fears and then relations in black communities will remain the same between races and class, and the inner cities will stay poor.